So Hasan Piker has been banned from entering the UK along with his uncle Cenk. This is pretty wild. He's not having a good month, year, life right now.
I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't get banned from places before from shocking his dog, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, this guy has been in constant controversy for at least the last 2 or 3 years now.
But it keeps his name out there, which might be part of the reason why people, like, everybody knows who he is.
Well, that's true. I mean, I guess there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, it's not a good look. USA Today, a couple of days ago, they were talking about how he was subpoenaed by the U.S. government because he went to Cuba. And they want to ask him some questions.
They were. I saw that.
And I don't know if this is all tied together or not. Apparently, this incident is about some comments he made regarding Israel, and they don't want him in the UK. Now, what's weird about this is, like, if you're anti-Israel, to get banned from entering the UK is quite a monumental feat,
I know. Given how everything in the UK is so crazy.
Given how things are going in the UK right now, I think, somebody like Hasan getting banned from entering the UK, you really done effed up. That's,
there has to be something big about it. Yeah.
Right. And apparently they're going to South by Southwest, him and Cenk, and then they get to the ticket counter and they're banned from getting on the plane. That's how they...
You mean they didn't even tell them ahead of time? They just had to show up and get banned, and then they found out.
I was watching... I don't know if it's the case with Hasan, but I know I was watching the video with Cenk, because I actually do watch... Occasionally I watch Young Turks. I don't think Cenk's as crazy as Hasan is, but I was watching it, and he's like, oh, I just got banned from the UK. And I watched the first couple minutes, and he's like, yeah, I get to the counter, I go to board, and they're like, sorry, sir, you can't get on the plane because you're banned. You have the U.S. guy. I mean, it's like, that is wild to be like, yeah, you're on the naughty list. You can't go to the UK.
Do not fly list. Oh, just not to the UK. It wasn't the US.
Not to the UK.
It was the UK who apparently said you can't come in here.
And like I said, given their political leanings, it's, to me, very surprising that the UK doesn't even want them either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, it must be pretty bad.
Even like, no.
So
anyway.
let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
If you'd like more Clownfish TV, go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's moreclownfishtv.com for more Clownfish TV episodes and podcasts you will not find anywhere else. And speaking of podcasts, if you'd like to listen to us, you can go out to iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon, all those places. We're out there as well. And we'll go to Deserto because we cover the Hasan situation mostly from the streaming point of view, the game industry point of view, because this guy is a menace. He is. He's like constantly whacking the beehive and
electrocuting dogs.
Electrocuting dogs.
It was one dog and it was his own.
This guy is a very outspoken, rabid communist. He's one of Twitch's most popular streamers, and he's very protected on Twitch. Like, this guy can say all kinds of crazy stuff on Twitch that if you were on the other side of the political spectrum, you would not be able to get away with a tenth of it. But
a girl puts a green screen on her feet to play a game, and she's in trouble.
She gets banned. Yeah, or if they ban him, it lasts like a day or two at the most. This guy brings in apparently a lot of revenue for Twitch, and Dan Clancy personally agrees with him. So he is untouchable, but now he's not allowed to go to the UK.
But he also goes to Cuba in really, really, really expensive clothes to say that it's not fair that Cuba doesn't have any money. Those poor people.
Yeah, I know, right?
As in the one hotel with power. Yeah. Dance for me, children. Here's some candy. Anyway.
Hey, he should call up Jane Fonda and see how
they could make a team.
They can make a team. So yeah, anyway. He is the literal epitome of champagne socialist. This guy comes from money. He's very good at talking a good game about being anti-capitalist while also being a capitalist himself. He's very wealthy. You know, his family's very wealthy.
These people who say that stuff, I don't see them giving up all their money and status. I didn't see him giving his expensive clothes away, or selling his clothes before he went there to use the money. You know, you didn't see any of that, you know.
All right, so this comes from Deserto. Twitch streamer Hasan Piker denied entry to UK over public good concerns. If only Twitch would, I mean, maybe.
Wait, you're not allowed to come here because it's not good for the public.
It's not good for the public. If only Amazon would take a look at this situation and be like, you know what? It's not good for our public image to fund this guy's crazy ass antics. I mean, I'm just saying. Twitch streamer Hasan Piker says he's been barred from entering the UK after the Home Office revoked his travel authorization ahead of his planned trip to London. Piker, better known by his Twitch name, Hassan Abi, revealed on June 1st that he had been informed his electronic travel authorization ETA was no longer valid, preventing him from boarding a flight to the UK.
Okay, at least he was informed ahead of time, so that's good.
So he was actually supposed to be a speaker, I guess, at South by Southwest London, him and Jenk, and it didn't work out that way. They said Piker's presence may not be conducive to the public good. So it might be that they're afraid to bring him in because they're afraid he's going to be polarizing and it's going to cause problems. But this is like this kind of banning from a country is something that, you know, more recently has been reserved for right-wing talking heads, not left-wing talking heads.
Or people that go to countries like, you know, Johnny Somali and behave the way he did. You know, that's usually that kind of level of behavior to get banned from a country.
So according to Piker, he was notified his ETA had been revoked shortly before his scheduled departure. And I didn't watch his video, but I did watch part of Jenks, and he's like, yeah, I get up to the counter, I go to board, and they're like, yeah, you can't get on this plane. Multiple outlets, including Reuters and The Guardian, reported that the Home Office confirmed the decision and cited concerns that Piker's presence in the UK may not be conducive to the public good.
Wait, okay, people are getting arrested for you know, like liking posts or making comments, and that's how bad it is. But this guy can't even come into the country. I'm like, how bad do they think that's going to get if he comes in? What the heck?
As of this writing, no further details appear to have been publicly disclosed by the Home Office. According to Jenk, he thinks it's about stuff they were critical of Israel, and they said, yeah, we don't need you over here. However, the move has led to discussion online due to Piker's prominence as one of Twitch's biggest streamers and political commentators. They need, look, I'm going to stop right here. Twitch was designed to stream games and have fun and do stuff like that, arts and crafts and whatever. Twitch now is about streaming softcore sex and hardcore politics. That's what it is.
It's sometimes at the same time.
There
you go. That's a channel. That's a job for me.
Softcore, hardcore.
I'll transfers with my feet.
You can't do that.
I'll talk politics at the same time.
They'll ban you.
She showed her for showing her feet, but yet you could, you know, zap your dog. So here we go.
I know, right? You can have animal abuse on there. He tried to move over to YouTube, and it didn't go very well for him because he's propped up by Twitch. These streamers, and this is the thing too. This is where it's kind of insidious. Everybody talks about us being like, oh, you guys are like right-wing grifters. I'm like, no, we pretty much stay in our lane. We talk pop culture. We could get into hard politics. We don't do it. I'm not really a very political guy.
We usually aren't.
You know, but people lump us in because we come up in recommendations or whatever with other people's content, whatever they want to talk about. You know, that's fine. Whatever.
I'll happily talk about 80s toys all day long.
Yeah, I'd rather do that too. But what happened with Twitch was it started out as a video game streaming platform. And then when people stopped watching gaming content because they didn't want to do it anymore, or wasn't, they grew out of it or whatever, they moved into hard politics and softcore porn. And that's what it is. And I'm sorry, Amazon, you need to take a good hard look at Twitch, because not only is this kind of shit, you're bankrolling this kind of stuff that's supposed to be like, you know, PG-13 friendly stuff, and it's not, obviously, but they're also botting the hell out of it. I don't think Twitch is as healthy as they're trying to make it out to be. They've been laying people off. I think the platform is fake as hell, and I think Amazon is basically bankrolling guys like Hasan to go out there and say crazy shit.
Because they know they'll make money.
Yeah. And I think Dan Clancy's doing damage control and running, you know, whatever. Nobody really, like, Twitch keeps boasting about all these numbers, and I'm like, nobody I know watches Twitch. Like, they're vaguely aware of Twitch streamers, but they don't really like watch Twitch. Mm-hmm. But they know Hasan because he's got a PR team, and again, that's what happens when you've already got money. You can go make more money with the money you have, which is very
make money, you know,
a very capitalistic mindset there. Hasan takes money to make money. Anyway, his uncle Jenk said they were also banned from the UK. His uncle said they.
Meaning both of them.
Both of them. Okay, they're banned from the UK after they.
You have to stop and think now what they.
What happened, Jenk? Did you transition? What happened after they attempted to board a flight to London for the same event? I did watch that video, and he was shocked. Like, you could tell he was legit shocked. He's like, "What the hell did I do?" It's probably not even Jenk. It's probably Hasan. Dumb shit Hasan said or did that got Jenk in trouble too. Piker addressed the situation on X, saying he believed the decision was politically motivated and expressed frustration at being unable to attend events he had planned to participate in at London. So he said the UK has revoked my visa. Wow.
Oh, wow.
He says all at the behest of Israel. The West is betraying liberal values for these are his words, a genocidal fascist foreign government. Soon we will all become Israel. And this is Cenk's original post. I've been banned from the UK. I tried to get on a flight to London to attend South by Southwest and give a speech at Oxford. I've been banned for criticizing Israel. Are we free anymore? This is oppression of Western citizens by our own governments on behalf of a different country. Oh, welcome to the party, Cenk. Because
I don't agree with, I don't like people being anti-Semitic. That being said, I don't think that people should be not allowed to go to another country because they've said things that certain people don't like either. Like, I don't think that's right. But then this is the UK, so I'm not from the UK. I don't get to make those comments. But if it was in the US, I'd be like, no, I don't agree with what he has to say, but I also know he has the right to say it, even if it's absolute dog shit.
This feels. Yeah, no, I agree. This feels like a horseshoe theory, though. Like, we're watching it happen.
Yeah.
Where it used to be a lot of these people were calling for deplatforming and banning of the alt-right. And now the opposite, it's happening to them, too. And now they're like, wait, we should have freedom of speech. We should be able to come and go as we please. Why if you criticize the government or criticize who's in charge, you shouldn't be deplatformed or banned. I'm like, for years. It was people on the other side of it. And yeah, I agree. It's a problem. It's a problem all the way around. But isn't it funny how now they're like, oh my God.
When it comes for you. It's all
when it comes for you. When it comes for you. But what about all the people that you didn't agree with that got deplatformed for nonsensical reasons in some cases? I mean, I'm not talking about the hardcore whatever. I'm talking the truckers in Canada.
Yeah, well, I was thinking too, like Jimmy Kimmel, I don't like what he has to say. But I also didn't think he should have been, taken down for a week for saying, you know what I mean? Yeah, punishment, you do meet consequences. I agree with that 100%. But I can't, in good faith, argue that it's okay that, he's taken down for saying something when I would argue that it wasn't okay to do that to other people, Now,
Cenk seems like he's genuinely, look, of the two, he's the more sane. I'm going to be honest. Like, I've been watching him off and on for years, and he does make some good points. I don't agree with him on everything, but he's not as insane as Hasan. Hasan is really this guy is calling for violence on Twitch. Like, he's calling for literal violence against people, and he keeps being able to use the platform again and again. Maybe this will be a wake-up call to Amazon to be like, look, this isn't like a political persecution thing. Like, you can't be on our platform and be calling for fantasizing about or even joking about committing violence against people that you don't agree with, which he has done. He's gotten slapped on the wrist for it. Maybe Amazon will actually take a look at this situation and be like, this is it. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. This guy is getting headlines now, being banned from a country for his views. And we need to take a look at this and be like, do we want to keep giving him money? Mm-hmm. And that's just it. But I just think it's so funny. Everybody's like, oh, but my freedom of speech. I'm like, you didn't care if it was the other side. You cheered it on. You cheer on deplatforming as long. That's true of a lot of people. If you're a political extremist, you cheer on deplatforming of people you disagree with. But as soon as the tables are turned, as soon as you have to eat your own cooking, you're not going to do it.
Right. Like I said, the guy showed up in Cuba to help with the humanitarian crisis, in quotes, and expensive clothing, tossing candy to get kids to dance and stuff, or at least that's what it looked like on video, for content. And it's like, you're fake as fuck. Sorry.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think it's gonna all come crashing down for him, and I think Twitch is on borrowed time because this is.
I'm surprised it's still around, given the way they got in trouble for botting, given the way it's how it's not as popular as it once was, and some of the stuff they support or promote. I guess I'm surprised it's still around.
They're just being subsidized at this point, and somebody at Amazon needs to pay attention. They need to be like, yeah, we can't do this anymore. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.